Hi guys, my name is Amneet Singh. I'm a Punjabi designer from Oregon studying apparel design at Oregon State University. How I got started as a fashion designer is like a weird little story. I was actually an English major and I was doing a reading for one of my English classes, and in it I read this little snippet about how the fashion industry is like the hardest industry to get into. For some reason that just like sparked this like interest in me where I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. And it also just kind of had me like thinking back to different experiences in my life and just like events where so many people were always pushing me since like middle school to be in the fashion industry and to create for others, because they were always like, you have like a great sense of style and like I want for you to inspire others as well and create your own garments because people will buy them. So I was like, okay, this is my calling. So these two set pieces that I worked on, the meaning behind them, they're pretty close to my heart. So for the most part, a lot of the pieces I wanted to kind of recycle just to kind of emphasize that we need to be environmentally friendly, and if you have fabrics to work with that over buying new things. Yes, I have a couple fabrics that I did have to end up buying to kind of finish the look that I wanted, but they're very meaningful to me because the fact that I actually incorporated my mama's wedding dress, which is a lehenga. I also incorporated parts of like one of my dad's old button-up t-shirts. I used stuff from my cousins, Indian dresses and lehengas. I also used jewelry from my masi in California. So it was really more so kind of like a little tribute and like a thank you to the like people in my life for being so supportive, because it is hard and it's scary to go into the industry as like a Punjabi woman, especially when there's like different expectations with the traditional culture involved. But to just see that I do have such a loving family and like so much support with like friends and just elsewhere, I don't know, it's more so like a thank you and like to show them like, hey, I can do it. Here's a little bit of that proof. How I would describe my style in 3 words would probably be bold, spunky, and adventurous. The biggest challenge with these pieces was I literally told one of my friends, I was like, I need to be buried in this top because it took so much out of me. And it's just the fabrics I didn't look into. For me, it's like I'm all about the visuals and like, I like this design, I like this pattern, we're gonna go with it and I'm not gonna let anything stop me. But with that came different techniques, and I couldn't just go like the simple route, the easy way. So it's the wrap top that I did with my mom's Punjabi lehenga. It's literally just like 2 pieces of fabric that I had to sew together in a specific way, but there was one that just did not want to work with me for the longest time, so that was definitely the biggest struggle. When people ask me what type of garments I'm kind of shooting for to design, I want to kind of create everything in the long run, but initially like I want to begin with streetwear, so that would mean like sweatshirts, sweatpants, joggers, have some crop tops in there, love tube tops, just that gist of it. When I'm asked who inspires me, when it comes to designing, I don't necessarily have like one specific person or like a designer that inspires me. It's more so just like the people around me that push me to be a better person. But my inspiration in life is definitely Rihanna. Like, bad girl Riri, she's just up there for me. So ideally, my biggest dream, where I would want for my brand and for my career to go, and just what I've always dreamt of, is to be a like high fashion couture designer. And I just see myself like being behind the scenes while I'm like putting on all of the, like I'm doing like the final like finishing touches on these models and like their clothes, but it's all of my line, and I'm just like back there as they're about to like hit the runway, and I'm like hearing my name as a designer, like this is Amneet Singh's like line, this is what she's created. Little more realistic and like still where I would love to be is whether it just be have a store that has like my brand in it, or yeah, just having my own business. I don't necessarily need like the fame of being this like well-known designer. It's more so just being able to do what I love for others that will also love what I do.